Cape. Actually, at the beginning of the paved road, I have somebody from Wisconsin is building, and up here, somebody from Nebraska that I think will be building very soon. But just want to give a little update. So this stretch is called Rancho Tortuga, and this is where the paved road ends. As you come out of San Jose, Puerto Los Cabos, El Encanto de la Laguna, you have Zacatitos, and then as soon as you hit the ocean, the paved road ends. I have a client that's building right there, and just right where we passed. So this area, I would have thought you were nuts. But you can see, look at all these homes. These huge homes. I've been in that one. It's for sale now. I'm guessing that's like 4.5, 5. That's a huge home. But I would have said you're nuts pre-pandemic. Now this area, you have all this really nice construction, right? As I'm just visiting the site of that build, just basically driving by, I'm thinking, well, I can see the rebar coming out and the cement blocks and everything. And I'm thinking, well, do they take the construction equipment with them, like the steel? Because somebody could steal that, right? So there's just so many different, and then the people, you've got to drive them, the transportation, the workers, so your cost to build can increase, I would say, 30%. Depending on where you are, the more remote it is, the harder it is to get the labor, the materials, etc., right? We're coming up on a place where a high-end developer from Cabo was going to be doing a project, and they didn't do it. Part of that was because of we're coming up on La Fortuna. Part of that was because of the dollar to the peso relationship. I'm going to meet somebody at a restaurant up here. They're from Mexico City, and they're part of an investment fund, and they are looking at doing a project in the East Cape. And I can tell you, they're not the only ones. So a lot of people want to come in and do projects in the East Cape, like an HOA-style community. You build off-grid here. Right here you don't have power. The new Vedanta resort got power pulled, so I'm sure that's not that far away, but you don't have water, right? You're already eliminating a lot of buyers there. But also, if you just build one home, what happens when you go away for 6 months? You have neighbors and whatnot, but, what about like petty crime? So anyway, the East Cape is very interesting right now. There's a lot of dynamics to it, and it'll be interesting to see, but I can tell you there's a lot of people looking to do it. The main reason is that there hasn't been something is simply lack of infrastructure. Most people want power, roads, and water. Most parts of the East Cape, some of them might have one, some of them might have two, some of them don't have any. I don't think the roads are that important. I think people kind of like the rustic feel to this. But anyway, just my whole point is that the East Cape is most certainly next, but due to the financing here in Mexico, it's not going to be anytime soon. So I'll keep you posted. Looking forward to see what comes of this meeting. You guys have a good one.